Hi everyone, and thank you for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a symbolic map of your entire consciousness. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to take three astrological systems and we're going to layer them on top of each other. And we're going to use AI to synthesize it all. So the three astrological systems that I'm going to layer on top of one another are, the first one is natal astrology. We all know what that is, right? And the second one is Sabian symbols, which is basically 360 very short sentences or phrases that give you a lot of information about a lot of things. And the third astrological system that I'm going to use is integrating stories, imagery, and symbols together to form a spiritual / psychological story. The story that we're going to create is going to be very valuable and it's going to be very incredible, trust me. And you're going to learn a lot about yourself. And let's do it. Okay, so in order to understand how this works and how to do it for yourself and apply it to your own life, I was going to use myself, but I found someone much more interesting than myself to use and easier to follow because they're actually famous. And this person is Justin Bieber. I'm going to use his birth information. His life is high profile. His information is widely available for everyone to know. So he's a very, very well known person, and you can easily understand and see patterns that will show when we explore Justin Bieber's consciousness. So let's get started. So if you look here, it says user. User is me, or the person prompting the AI. And then you got to keep in mind, you are the person in charge. Don't let the AI run you. You got to correct the AI everything. Don't trust the AI. You are the person in charge. So user and AI is the assistant. So firstly, I put my birth information, but in this case, it's Justin Bieber's birth information. It says March 1st, 1994. Give me verified placements for all bodies. A list only. So it's basically a list of all the planets I asked for, all the astrological bodies. You may have to put better language in there for this. Let them know it's astrology. So what the AI gave me was this list, all the planets, the 9 planets, and the degrees that those planets were in, and the signs that they were in. So if you look here, Sun, 10 degrees of Pisces, Moon, 24 degrees of Libra. They gave me this very basic list. But then I realized I needed more information. For example, where are these energies placed in my chart? And to know that, you need to know about the houses. We need to tell AI to include the houses. So I said, do this again, but include the houses. So what the AI said to me was, they said you can't get accurate house placements from a date alone. The houses depend on exact birth time and location, which, should have known this. So it says if you want a correct list of the houses, we need the birth time and your birthplace. Then I'll return a clean verified list with the houses only. So I provided my birth time and place, or Justin Bieber's, 12:56 a.m. London, Ontario, Canada. So what they gave back to me was this more comprehensive list. And if you look here, it says Placidus. I should have included that also in the description of what I wanted. Should have told them I wanted to use the Placidus system. If you know a different system, you know astrology better than me or differently than me, you can tell them exactly what you want. But I'm using Placidus. And if you don't know much about this, I suggest you use Placidus as well. But here we got, if you notice, we got the sun at 10 degrees and 35 minutes of Pisces in the third house. And I'll just tell you what this means if you don't know about astrology. Sun is like the ego, self-expression. Pisces, this is the sign that it's in. It's the way that the sun expresses itself. And Pisces is about creativity, spirituality, and consolidating with merging with everything. And the 10 degrees and 35 minutes is the degree within Pisces. Pisces has 30 degrees. This is the 10th degree. And the third house is about communication, learning. It's about networking with your local community. It's basically Gemini type energy, and that's how that works. I'm not going to go through the rest of these. You'd have to research it and learn them on your own. But the rest, you have the Moon, Mercury, Venus, the same format. It tells you the sign, the degree, and the house. So if you look, this is Justin Bieber's information. And here, if you notice, they gave us more than the planets. They gave us the true north node, true south node. They gave us the mean Lilith, the black moon Lilith, the average. And they gave us the part of fortune. They gave us the ascendant, the descendant, the MC, the IC. They gave us much more information. So you want to make sure you put this in the prompt and ask for as much information as you can handle. Not just the 9 planets, but you want to get important things like ascendant is like a really important one. It's about how you present yourself. It's how you came into the world, and when something hits your ascendant, it's when something brand new is starting, and it's usually a big deal. So the more information, the better, is what I'm getting at here. So then I asked, now give me a Sabian symbol for each of these, retaining the above information for each symbol. So basically I wanted the above information, but I wanted them to include the Sabian symbol phrase or Sabian symbols phrases. So here, if you look at the first one, for example, we have the sun, just like we saw above, the same information, the sun at 10 degrees, 35 minutes of Pisces in the third house. But here, if you look at the second line, it says Pisces 11th degree. So we went from 10 degree to 11th degree because we round up. So 10 degrees and 35 minutes rounds up to 11 degrees. Like if you had 11 in something, it would round up to 12. If you had 12 in something, it would round up to 13. So Pisces 11th degree is men seeking illumination. That's the Sabian symbol for this one. Men seeking illumination. This short phrase here. And this short phrase, men seeking illumination, is very loaded in symbolism and information, which we will see in a moment. Now let's look at the next one to give us more context and more contrast. The moon. The moon is at 24 degrees Libra, the 10th house. And the moon Sabian symbol is Libra 25. Remember, we rounded up the 24 to 25. And its Sabian symbol is the sight of an autumn leaf brings to a pilgrim the sudden revelation of the mystery of life and death. Now, the previous one, men seeking illumination, was quite literal. I didn't explain it, but men seeking illumination, we know Justin Bieber is a star, right? We know he's famous. And illumination, and if you're a star, that means you got big, you blew up, you're shining. And he was seeking that. He's a man, he's seeking that. So men seeking illumination is quite literal. And sun is the ego, and he's expressing, that's how he expresses himself. So it's quite literal that he was going to become a star. But this one for the moon, where it says the sight of autumn leaf brings to a pilgrim the sudden revelation of the mystery of life and death. This is very coded and difficult to break down or try to look at it verbatim. So you would have to start thinking into this. And I advise not to think into it. You should probably get interpretations of this from that are already pre-made instead of thinking into it, especially if you're a beginner. So we're going to do that later. So I'm not even going to do that right now. So that's how all of these are set up. So I'm just going to go through the rest of these, all his planets and all of his points, astrological points that I asked for. So the next question I asked after I got all of that was, I said, give me every single point interpreted in context of houses and signs. So basically, I wanted them to give me all that information with the Sabian symbol and break it down and tell me what it means based on all of it together. Each piece, each bundle of information, each piece is bundled. What does it mean all together? And here's what the AI gave to me. Now remember, we started with Pisces, Sun in Pisces, 11th degree, 3rd house. And the Sabian symbol was men seeking illumination. And then it gives you it gives the full explanation of what this means, what all of that means. Sun, Pisces 11, 3rd house, the Sabian symbol, all of that together means this basic paragraph right here. And if you did this on AI on multiple times, different AIs, you would probably get different interpretations. They would probably leave stuff out, add stuff, but it would generally be the same. Well, it should. But here's what it says. It says, identity develops through searching, questioning, and trying to understand life beneath appearances. In the 3rd house, this manifests through communication, learning, media, conversation, and constant mental exploration. There is a lifelong need to translate intuition into language. So basically what this did, it breaks down the sun, which is ego, Pisces, how the ego acts, and 3rd house, where it's gonna show up in your life. And then it took the phrase men seeking illumination and it combined all that together and gave us this. So then if we go to the moon, same setup. The moon, Libra 25 Sabian symbol, and it's in the 10th house, and they did the same thing. Remember that long coded Sabian symbol phrase that we saw earlier? They shortened it here, the mystery of life and death, and they shortened it. But basically they broke that down. Remember, I told you you don't want to try to guess this because it looks too complicated. Let the AI do it, or look it up and find some tried and trusted interpretation of it, and trust that for now, especially if you're a beginner to this. So I'm gonna go past this because we're not gonna go through all of Justin Bieber's planets and points. We're gonna go to the next prompt that was used. And the next prompt that I used was, give me a thorough life narrative with all of this in a reader-friendly narrative. So basically, this is the last thing I asked for. So with this, I told the AI to make a story that has all that information in an easy to understand, easy to read format. And this is where it gets really cool and really convenient for you, and it really sums you up as a person, and it illustrates your consciousness map. So here, this is for Justin Bieber. I'll just read a few paragraphs, and you can think into it as you may and see if it sums Justin Bieber up. You came into life carrying two very different forces at once. One side of the chart is intensely visible, communicative, social, culturally influential, mentally active, and oriented toward connection with large groups of people. The other side is deeply private, psychologically intense, spiritually porous, and emotionally difficult to fully explain. The result is someone who can appear highly public while internally feeling isolated, observant, or difficult to truly know. It says your chart begins with the image of a seeker. The sun in Pisces in the 3rd house carries the Sabian symbol men seeking illumination. This is the signature of someone whose identity develops through searching for meaning beneath appearances. Communication itself becomes part of the soul's path. You are not meant to simply consume information. You are meant to translate feeling, intuition, and experience into forms other people can understand. Now, this is slightly different from how I explained it, but they are quite literal a lot of times. Men seeking illumination, I think it's fame. They didn't say fame, they said something else, but it could be applicable too. And it says the third house emphasis reinforces this strongly. Remember, third house is about communication. He's a communicator. He's a singer. He expresses himself. Third house is about expressing yourself. It says Mercury, Mars, and Saturn all gather there, making communication, media, thought, language, movement, and perception central to the life story. So his life story revolves around communication and expressing himself. Your mind was never designed to stay still for long. Curiosity acts almost like a survival mechanism, but the quality of that curiosity matters. And I'm going to stop there, and because we could go all the way through this, but it's beyond the scope. Actually, it's not beyond the scope, but we're not going to go and talk about Justin Bieber's entire life and consciousness. I just want to show you how this works. So that is it. That is how this works. It's very simple. It probably seemed complicated at first, but it's very simple to do, as you can see. And here's some things you want to look out for while you're doing this. You got to understand that you're dealing with AI, so your information has to be put in correctly. You have to make sure you put all the information in to get everything that you want, because the AI it's a robot, so it's only going to do what you tell it. And you also got to realize that you're in charge and the AI is working for you, and don't let the AI make you work for it. That's kind of where the world seems to be trying to go, and we got to stay on top of this AI and stay in control of the robots. So that's my video. I hope you took something from this. I hope you can take this information and empower yourself with it, because when I found it, when I ran into this myself and discovered it and put this all together, I just thought it was just so interesting, and I was pretty proud of myself. Oh yeah, one more thing. I'm going to have a follow-up video that goes in depth on how this stuff works and what it means exactly. It's going to give you the details, because you really shouldn't just follow what I say. You should learn this on your own and do your own research so that you can know how things work and not just copy a model. Anyways, thank you. I love and appreciate you all. You have a great one out there. Take care of yourself.